Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Amrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya Asato Ma Gamaya Tomaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrit Yoma Amritam Gamaya.
Hello, hello. It is Tuesday at 5:55. It's so funny. Every time I say that, I squirm. I like wiggling in my seat so that I know I'm here for this time and space that we are dissolving. My chair is squeaky tonight too. Okay, let's start with the chant. If you are not yet familiar with the Asato Ma Prayer chanted by the beautiful Alicia Mathewson, I invite you to listen, to play it, to learn the lyrics, the chant. It invites us. The words invite us. Lead me from darkness. No, truth. Truth verse. Lead me from untruth into truth. Lead me from darkness into light. And lead me from death to immortality. And so we begin each of these calls, is that what I would call it? Each of these vibrational gatherings, each of these moments where I pause time and space and slide the veil to the side and allow my soul to simply share whatever it is that is meant to come through. Of course, the space that I hold, the foundation that I put underneath this little cocoon is one of truth, one of light, and one of immortality. So it is good to be here in this space and to send this message out, knowing as it is meant to be received by you, it will land exactly in your computer, your phone, your awareness as it is meant to. So we begin tonight with lyrics, and then we're going to end with lyrics. And yeah, we're going to see where this goes. That's how I normally start this call, right? We are, actually, yeah, I'll read the lyrics first and then I'll start sharing. The lyrics are from Tarzan, the movie Tarzan, and the beautiful voice of Phil Collins has been playing in my phone for, I guess, my computer and my phone, and my car, pretty much everywhere. I'm a huge Phil Collins fan. And the songs, let me restart. The movie Tarzan came out the year that my daughter was born. And there was a song on there called You'll Be in My Heart that literally cracked me open every time I heard it. And with a newborn, with a tiny little baby, that song just takes on immense meaning beyond what the lyrics even suggest. I felt that song in my soul, and I wrote those words in her baby album, and every time that song comes on, I always send her a little message or a heart. Like it is a song that bonds my daughter and I. My son also, but my daughter was first. And that movie has always been one that I loved. I love the album. I listen to the album whenever it plays in my shuffle. And over the last probably 2 to 3 years, definitely the last 2 years, the words have taken on a different meaning for me. And that's what we're going to explore tonight. So the first one is called Two Worlds, and again by Phil Collins. I'll read the lyrics to you, but my invitation always, whenever I share any music, is go find it and listen to it and hear the vibration is the only word. Hear the vibration that the voice of the person, the artist, the singer, infuses into the song, into the lyrics, and you'll receive a whole different feeling or download or connection. So two worlds. And put your faith in what you most believe in. Two worlds, one family. Trust your heart. Let fate decide to guide these lives we see. A paradise untouched by man, within this world, blessed with love. A simple life, they live in peace. Softly tread the sand below your feet now. Two worlds, one family. Trust your heart. Let fate decide to guide these lives we see. Beneath the shelter of the trees, only love can enter here. A simple life, they live in peace. Raise your head up, lift high the load. Take strength from those that need you. Build high the walls, build strong the beams. A new life is waiting, but danger's no stranger here. No words describe a mother's tears. No words can heal a broken heart. A dream is gone, but where there's hope, somewhere, something is calling for you. Two worlds, one family. Let fate, or trust your heart, let fate decide to guide these lives we see. the phrase "two worlds, one family" has resonated with me deeply, deeply in my soul, that we are in this human experience where we believe this world is real. We believe this is what is tangible, actual, what we know, because we see it, we experience it, we get up, we walk around, we eat, we drive. I feel like I've said this so many times in these videos. This world feels like reality. And there is this other world, there is this unseen world, there is this soul, infinite, one unified field of energy that is more true. And that is where this one family of humanity is being created. It's where we originate from, it's where we return to. And the in-between is this human journey. The in-between unity is what we experience here, which is the separation. The movie Tarzan, it provides this great example, because here's, I'm sure you know the story of Tarzan, but allow me to walk you through it again. Here's this little baby whose parents are killed, and so the baby is abandoned and adopted by apes, and believes, because I'm one with the apes, that must be what I am, right? That's my environment, that's what I know to be true. And so I move and walk like an ape, and I am all of these reflections of what I see modeled around me. And so Tarzan grows up and swings from trees and hunts animals, and not hunts animals, fights the cats, right, for territory, and protects his tribe, and is this beautiful leader of the ape family, until arrive more humans who reflect to him that he looks like them, he walks like them, he acts like them, he is them. But how does he bridge who he knew he was to who he is inside? And so his journey is finding the place in between, finding the harmony, bringing peace between the animal kingdom and the human kingdom, finding a way for truth and light and immortality to reign in that area. It is a remarkable story when you can draw the parallels of that to what humanity is shifting through right now. It provides a different perspective for us, a different reflection. You know, there's and I know it's a movie, right? This is what I would hear reflected to me. It's just a movie. Well, movies are created from imagination. Books are created from imagination. Imagination comes from somewhere. Somewhere that spark of an idea is birthed. And then the person who receives that spark flows with it and creates something and births it into tangible form that we can then watch a movie or read a book or hear a song. And something inside of us is like, what? Oh, I feel that, right? I feel the truth of a mother's love, whether it's an ape who has adopted a human baby, or a mother who has a human mother who has a human baby. Mothers feel the power of that connection, the depth of that love, and that emotion, that truth. It moves from the imagination, the created idea, into the human experience. We're constantly bridging the seen and the unseen, the real and the unreal, the human 3D and the infinite universal, knowing that we're one family. We're dancing between those places all the time. And what is happening in bigger and bigger waves, what is possible, especially this week with all of the energy of this Lionsgate portal, what is coming. I keep saying this, and I feel, well, side note, but I keep saying it because it's true. It's true, and I know it, and I see it, and I feel it. And And I want everyone to know that. I want everyone to feel the truth that we're only going to get more love. We're only going to receive more truth. We're only going to have that veil slide further and further away. It's not the right word. The curtain is only going to be moved to the side more and more so we can see more clearly. We're not going backwards. We're not going backwards into the not remembering or the forgetting or the lies or the whatever story we've told ourselves. We're not going back into all of that. When you start to awaken, you can't forget what you've remembered. You can't go back asleep or unawaken. you remember, you know, you feel the truth of that. And so the curtain, if you've had it to here, the curtain's going to stay here until you go here. The curtain won't go back. It won't go back this way. I'm so sorry. And also, that's the beauty, that's the agreement of this human journey on this planet. It's to forget everything as we arrive. I mean, literally, Tarzan plays that out for us, right? He's a baby and he doesn't know he's from a human mother and father. He doesn't know he's from the infinite soul. He just is being held by an ape. So let's be an ape, right? Like, that's what we're here for. You don't know that you've forgotten all of that until you start to see reflected to you who you are at a soul level. For Tarzan, it's as he sees reflected humanity in comparison to animal kingdom, he can't suddenly not realize he's a human. It's like once you see that reflection, it's shit. I guess I'm not that. What am I? Right? And then I'm on the journey of remembering and discovering. The side note I was just thinking of, there's a great song by the Lumineers. It's called Submarine. I wish I'd printed the lyrics out. I didn't know I was going to mention that. It talks about, oh, I shouldn't even quote it because I don't remember all the lyrics. The feeling of the song is, I know something is coming, but if I go and tell the people back in the town, they're not going to believe me. So I'm just going to hold on to the knowing that that thing is coming. And I'm not going to talk about it because they're not going to believe me anyway. There's another song by, oh goodness, Fleetwood Mac, where, oh, I forget, but she says the same thing in the song, right? Like, I have all these visions, I have all of these things that I see and I know, but I don't share them. They're not for anyone else. And there are so many of us who get those flashes of intuition, who channel in a meditation some beautiful imaginative idea or creation, some little nugget of truth that lands, and we just go like this. We're like, no, people would think that's strange, or I don't think I should say that, or nope. Like, hold that to myself because it's so good, so beautiful, I'll just keep it all here for me. Yeah. Why do that? Why not sit down like I do in front of a video camera and go, oh my gosh, wait till you hear what I just thought of. Or, call a friend, have coffee, have tea, and go, I have to tell you what this thing was that I just understood about life and humanity and souls. I have a song, I have a book, whatever, right? Like, allow all of that energy to expand. There are so many people who are sitting like this with a curtain. They're not even looking. They're like, no, no, it's not true. And so our agreements as infinite souls who came down to play here with all of these beautiful humans, all of them infinite souls in human bodies. When we made these agreements to come have this journey, it was so that we could delight in the remembering together. So that when one would awaken and tap the other one on the shoulder, that one would go, oh my gosh, I forgot. Let's remember together. And we all start remembering and awakening. It's such a beautiful gift to remember, to feel, to know, like your whole being to know that you are infinite, that you are wise, that you're from source, you are source. You're this immense, expansive field of light, channeled, brought down into this little human body. It is such a pure gift to remember that. And then the courage is to start sharing that, to talk about it, to tap others and say, hey, do you remember? You're kind of cool too. Like, you're not what you think you are. You're way bigger than that. Yeah, so the lyrics of Two Worlds, One Family, you know, for me now, when I hear that song, what I imagine in this like big, beautiful picture in my mind is we have this 3D world that is very tangible. I see, I touch, I feel. And then all around us, we have all this movement of energy and light and love that is unseen, and it's sitting like right here behind me, beside me, around me, above me. There's just all this light and vibration and movement that is just hugging me and holding my heart steady and expanding my heart and guiding my steps forward and moving through my eyes, through the camera, out to love and hug on all of those. The energies around me are doing that through me. And so there's this unseen world that is right here with this seen, tangible, physical world. And as we merge the two, as we allow the integration more and more of those two worlds, that's the pathway to this one family of humanity. It's consistently clear every time I tune in, every time I hear the song, when I meditate. All the time I get the same visuals, and it's paradise untouched by man in the density of the way we understand man. It's paradise. It's just this pure consciousness in the physical form. There's also the two worlds. You know, I had this awareness right before when I was meditating. There's the way that we have our inner world inside each one of us. So I'll speak for myself. I have these beliefs and thoughts and nudges and dreams and, you know, all of this inner stuff that happens inside of me, the soul, the imagination, the creative womb, the mind, you know, all of this stuff goes on inside. And that's one world. And then there's the world I've created around me. So that world includes my work, my family, my health, my finances, my community, my neighbors, my everything, right? There's the inner and there's the outer. And what I believe is happening more and more on our planet, and is only going to increase, is that the places where we're not in integrity with our inner world being transparently in alignment with our outer world, all of that's going to just keep coming up until there is this seamless harmony of inner and outer. So what does that mean? Well, I feel like Donald Trump is giving us a great example of that. You know, the places where he is not consistent or acting in integrity immediately is brought forward in the media. I mean, there are so many people watching every single thing he does that the moment something is out of integrity or there's misalignment, it's immediately reflected. And then everyone gets to talk about it and experience it and analyze it. And we're seeing this in, oh my gosh, everywhere, right? Politics and finances and college and sports. It's everywhere. The places where there is a lack of integrity, where the transparency between the way a person feels, or it's not feels, the way a person is on the inside privately, and the way they're living their life, projecting their life on the outside, where those are not in alignment, there is such a light being shown on the discrepancies that they're immediately coming up. And then as we see it reflected in the public profiles, you know, of people that we've been watching or admiring or following, or I mean, there's just, or not admiring, the people we've been waiting to jump on, as we see it reflected in those public examples, we get to turn the mirror and look at ourselves, right? So, oh my gosh, that person handled the situation in that way. What would I do? How would I react to that? How would I handle that? And that brings up all of our stuff. So the inner world can start to align with the ways that we're moving and walking through our outer world. If you are, I'll say it for myself, I work at home. So I don't have a work community that I have to go. So wise. One of the wisest things I ever did. My coworkers, my cat, my dog. It's fabulous. I mean, they try to talk back, but not very often. But when you are in a collaborative workspace, and I've had plenty of examples of this in my life, so I know the contrast, which is why I work from home. When you have lots of, you know, people interacting, sometimes we get very comfortable putting up the projected image of who we are. So we walk around, and I was really good at this in many of my jobs, right? I am a super mom, I'm a super performer at work, I'm a super wife, I'm a super girlfriend, I'm a super everything, I got all under control, right? That's my persona. And then I go home and I'm like, what am I doing? What's happening? Right? For a long time, there was a big discrepancy between how I was on the outside, how I lived my daily work routine. My kids could tell you where I was out of alignment. They saw the discrepancies immediately. But there was an outer world and an inner world. And there were also all these, you know, especially my last position, I was with this firm for 5 years and just loved it, loved the people, loved the work. It was intense, but it was also like super challenging. I learned so much, but it was very corporate and business and masculine energy. And there was all of this like soft, warm, fuzzy inside of me, and this, you know, energy, this interesting energy and creation and souls and the purpose of life. You know, what is the purpose of life? Why are we here? Not something that they really were super interested in talking about in work conversations where we have deadlines, things to build and things to do. And so there was a big discrepancy for me in who I was and outside, and who I was crying out to be inside. And so my journey for the last many years has been finding the ways to bring those together, to merge those two worlds into one harmonious soul human who I adore, right? I love how I live my life. I love how I am. I love the authenticity and the integrity in which I show up. And I now bring that into every aspect of my life. So my friends would not be surprised to watch this video. They would see me as I am. My family, my clients, I mean, my whole general community. This is who I am. And what I say here is what I would say anywhere. And that's that harmony, unification, alignment. It's the individual journey. But what I sense on our planet is everyone, every soul human is being called into that individual journey of integration. And along the way, we are shedding some shit. We are letting go of a whole bunch of old stuff with the purpose of the more and more of us remembering and coming into this beautiful alignment and moving along these individual paths. The more humanity starts to weave, starts to unify, and then all the walls are broken down. Yeah. a beautiful way to live. And it's also the way I believe we're all getting called to live. And some of us are going to be pulled down the road, kicking and screaming, not wanting to do it. And hopefully many more of us are curious, exploring, allowing it to be easy. Or at least if it's not easy, allowing it to be soft and gentle, not so harsh. So that is the guidance, the vibration I would offer in this week of so much support and energy and love available with the Lionsgate. It is, we have a new moon in Leo, which is all about expansion and community. There's a great nugget that I read from the Many Moons workbook, where she says Leo is not just the lion, Leo is the lionesses. And the lionesses, the feminine, are the ones who actually do so much of the hunting and gathering for the tribe, and they bring the food, and then they still nurture the children, and they still, are all of these roles. I believe the feminine is being called in this awakening, in this individual path so many of us are flowing through or trusting or following. The feminine is being called to guide in this new way, this really soft, gentle way, this loving and compassionate space holder who is fiercely defending her cubs and her partner and her tribe, but also with love, not with aggression, not with aggression. It's much kinder than that. It's much like the energy of our planet, right? Mama Gaia is powerful and fierce and showing us what she's made of, and also holds us with such love. The moment we tune in, her energy is right there to support us. That's the walk of the feminine. And this new moon in Leo is an invitation to really tune into that. And if you're masculine energy, to call more of that soft, gentle, feminine energy towards you. If you are soft, feminine, gentle, it's to expand the reach of who you are supporting and connecting with, to expand that vibration. Yeah, a few of my reflections. All right, I'm going to wrap up with more lyrics from this beautiful movie. Now I'm going to have to go watch Tarzan because it's so good. This one is called Son of Man. It's funny, I'm talking about the feminine, but the song is Son of Man. So perhaps we could substitute in being of humanity, the individual within the whole of humanity. By Phil Collins again, by the way. Oh, the power to be strong and the wisdom to be wise. All these things will come to you in time. On this journey that you're making, there will be answers that you'll seek. And it's you who'll climb the mountain. It's you who'll reach the peak. Son of man, look to the sky. Lift your spirit, set it free. Someday you'll walk tall with pride. Son of man, a man in time you'll be. Though there's no one there to guide you, no one to take your hand, but with faith and understanding, you will journey from boy to man. Son of man, look to the sky, lift your spirit, set it free. Someday you'll walk tall with pride. Son of man, a man in time you'll be. In learning, you will teach, and in teaching, you will learn. You'll find your place beside the ones you love. Oh, and all the things you dreamed of, the visions that you saw. Well, the time is drawing near now. It's yours to claim it all. Son of man, look to the sky. Lift your spirit, set it free. Someday you'll walk tall with pride. Son of man, a man in time you'll be. Such beauty. Wishing you a gentle, easy, beautiful week ahead. So much love. Mwah.